I'm Saturday hauling for you guys today, and I'm going to start off with a few repurchases. This first one I hauled a little bit more recent, but I had spaced out putting it in a video to begin with, so I'd been using it for like 2 weeks before I hauled it. And this is the CeraVe Skin Renewing Night Cream Peptide Complex. I'm to the bottom of the jar that I have, and I really have been enjoying this at nighttime. So I layer it with the CeraVe Light Moisturizer, which is a product I used to use years ago, like a lot. And it's funny because I went to buy that product and it was like $20, and I was like, holy. I think the last time that I bought it was like $11. So the price increase was dramatic for that product over time because there was a space where I just wasn't using it. Anyway, I'm using that one, which is a thinner lotion, so I use it almost like a serum, and then I top it with this one right here. I've been mixing the CeraVe Night one with a little bit of the Belief True Moisturizer as well, and I really have been enjoying that combination as well. So I'm at the bottom of this jar, so I got another one. It's a thicker moisturizer with just the slightest bit of a salve consistency. It's pretty nice, and I haven't had any strange reactions or anything like that on my face. So this is a 1.7 ounce jar, and it is made in USA. And then just to show you guys kind of what it looks like right there. No scent, nothing like that, just a really straightforward moisturizer. So I got another one of those guys. Ulta also had a good sale on both Kiss Lashes and Peach and Lily, and then they also had a gift with purchase, and I think I even got like a coupon for 10 off 50 or something like that, so I got a really good deal. So I got another of the Peach and Lily Glass Skin Veil Mist, which I absolutely love this, especially in the summertime. It's a lighter version of a face mist that actually hydrates the skin, but it's not super heavy. So in the winter time, or like I use it in the summertime as well. Sometimes the Glow Recipe Ultra Fine, this has got the finest mister. The Peach and Lily one is good too, but it's not as fine as this one. This is a little bit heavier, but it also really moisturizes the skin, and it gives it like that kind of glossy look to it. This guy does. So when it's really humid, really hot, I tend to reach for the Peach and Lily one a little bit more, or if my skin isn't asking for like a super ton of hydration, I use the Peach and Lily one. But these are my two absolute favorite face sprays, so I got a really good deal on that guy. And honestly, I feel like I just hauled this product and I'm already down to right there on this, so I do use it quite a bit, so especially in the summertime with this guy. So it's a product I've repurchased several times, and you guys have seen me talk about it for a while. So, and then Kiss Lashes was doing buy one get one 50% off, so I got two more of the new natural Effortless Minimal Look High Bun eyelashes. These have become one of my favorite daily wears, although there have been a lot of lashes coming out, new ones that I just really like. I kind of go through spells of loving to wear false eyelashes like every day, and then sometimes I'll just fall off and not wear false eyelashes except for when I film, because I like the drama it gives on the camera. So anyway, I got two more of these. I don't know how many packages of this you guys have seen me haul, but I do cut off 3 sections on the end when I use that lash, and then I'll use that tail end too sometimes to really get a flare, so I kind of can use the whole strip, you know. But just love these Kiss Lashes in High Bun. And then Ulta had this really good gift with purchase as well, which really motivated the sale. And then I placed an order on the Glamlite website. They were doing a sale, I think it was 15 or 20% off. It was a pretty good sale, and I was surprised because I went to the highlighter tab on the website, and the Rick and Morty highlighter trio was back in stock. So I kind of thought, you know, it was sold out and it's one of those collection things. I didn't think that they were going to be bringing it back, but they did, and I caught it, and there was a sale. So I kind of went a little extreme, because I do have a backup of this palette already, 2 backups of this palette already, but this is my favorite highlighter. And I think I got all 3 of these for like $60, which is cheaper than a Chanel highlighter that I don't even wear. If you were interested in this, I definitely sign up for notifications. I didn't. I just so happened to jump on the website and click and see that it was in stock. So I'm guessing they're going to bring it back in stock again. But this is the most beautiful highlighty glowy trio. This is the one that I have got in use right now. This is what's left of this guy. You've got one that's got a really strong purpley pink, which is this guy. This one's got a strong like pink, and this one's like a blue pinky goodness. Like universe is kind of what I see when I look at that one. And originally I didn't think I could wear that blue one by itself, but it was one of my favorites by itself. And then more recently, what I've been loving to do with this is mix all three of these shades together. And this is the highlighter that I've got on my face as well. Somebody had made a comment on one of my videos saying, I think you went a little out of hand or something like that on your highlighter. It said if my highlighter was out of hand, like I didn't know or something. And I just laughed because I'm like, no, I know it's out of hand and I just love it. So let me swatch this one. Again, if you like this glossy, super high shine highlighter, I definitely try to sign up for the notifications. I have a hard time not using this every single day. That's how much I love it. There's like this glossiness factor to it with the formulation that gives your skin like this wet look. And even though there are some like really, I don't know, shiny sparkles, they're not real piecey. If you get like a piecey look from that palette, it's because the particles in the formulation didn't break apart because you didn't blend it out enough on the skin, you know. That's the only way that I would see a particle, but they're just glassy, glossy, just beautiful. They have a slight translucency to them as well, so I think that they would work on a lot of different skin tones. But yeah, I went a little crazy, but like I said, you know, like 60 bucks I think for these 4, and I love it that much. So yeah, I went a little cray there and got 4 of those. This is made in China, and let me see how much product we got in here. 10 grams or 0.35 ounces of product in the whole one. And I mean, to be honest, this has lasted me quite a while. So a little bit extra on the backup situation, but I just love this. Absolutely love it. I've got it on my face today. I used all 3 shades kind of mixed together on the points of my face, and just love it. I also grabbed their Chucky Friends Till the End highlighter. The ingredients list was similar, especially that first ingredient is the calcium aluminum borosilicate. So I thought I would give it a try because some of the more recent launches of highlighters from Glamlite haven't been that same formula, which I bought them hoping that they would be the same formula like the Rick and Morty palette, but they're not. This one is similar, but it doesn't have that same slip, that same glossy kind of slip to it. But it's still nice. You just have to have a little bit of hydration or something for it to adhere to a little bit better. I can use that Rick and Morty one over set foundation and it sticks pretty well. And to get this really high shine, I don't set this part of my face. I just go over it directly with the highlighter and it grabs so nicely. So that's how I really get that reflective high shine, but it also goes over set foundation as well pretty good. So that's another pro of the Rick and Morty one. This one works best when I don't set that area of my face because it's a little bit drier of a consistency in comparison. But 7 grams, 0.24 ounces of product. This is the packaging that it came in, and this one here is made in China, so I'll just kind of put the little thing back in. That's how it came sitting in there. Quite cute. The actual packaging is a hard plastic there, and if you open it up, here is your highlighter. There was one of those little shifty characters in there, and I'm not super familiar with Chucky. I think the little character that was in there obviously has something to do with Chucky, right? So this one here, again, it's very shiny. It just has a drier consistency in comparison to that Rick and Morty. So this has got a really strong golden green tone to it. So I wore it yesterday. I should have probably wore it today because I got a lot of oranges kind of and greens on, but I just mixed those ones. I just kind of went for that guy. But this one would have been a little bit maybe more cohesive with my look, but I still like how that looks on my face. But you can really see how strong of a kind of golden green undertone that has. Still a really pretty highlighter right there. So that guy is the Chucky Friends Till the End highlighter. And then I was in Ulta and I was able to swatch the Creaseless Creamy Concealer from Tarte, which is their newest concealer, and the 20B Light Beige shade looked perfect for me, so I bought it. The other 2 shades that I originally bought, the corrector and the concealer shade, I got online, so I just kind of winged it, you know, and I can mix those 2 shades and get a decent color, but this 20B shade is like perfect with my skin tone. So this is what I've got underneath my eyes today. Again, this is the Tarte Creaseless Creamy Concealer, 6.4 grams or 0.225 ounces of product, And this guy here is made in the USA, is what it says on the packaging. Powered by Maracuja, Cloudberry Complex, 12-hour hydration, 12-hour wear, 12-hour crease proof, and waterproof is what it says on there. I really like this for my drier skin type. I think it has a medium coverage that's buildable. It's just a really, really nice concealer. So again, I've got 20B underneath my eyes today, and I'll swatch it against the 12N Fair Neutral and also the Peachy Pink Corrector. So let's swatch the 20B first, which again is what I've got on today. I probably shouldn't put that on my watch area where it's a little bit lighter. Let me wipe those highlighters off. So the concealer's got a longer doe foot applicator, and the correctors have like this really skinny brush. But again, this is 20B, which has the pink undertone. And then we will swatch 12N Fair Neutral, which is quite light and a neutral undertone. And then the Peachy Pink Corrector. So you can see this has got that long wand, like brush wand on there. And again, I can mix those two and get kind of a quite peachy kind of one, but this one here is just kind of one and done. But I do like to use these Peachy Pink correctors to kind of correct other concealers that I have that I like the formula, but the shade's a little bit off, you know. So here's 20B, here's 12N, and then here is the Peachy Pink corrector right there. Really, really great formula, especially if you've got the dry skin. And again, they're like a medium buildable type of a coverage. I don't have any problems with longevity or anything like that. Granted, again, I do have a drier under eye, so yeah, just a really lovely product from Tarte, obviously. I purchased 3 of them. So that's the Tarte Creaseless Creamy Concealer right there in 20B. I also saw this new Maybelline Super Lock Brow Glue. The glue component really got me because I like to hike my brows up and I like them to stay up. So I thought I would give it a try because the little picture right here kind of emulated exactly what I was looking for. And I've tried other products like the glue type products like this, and I haven't really found one that stuck, but I was hopeful because it says glue in the title. It's just the 00 clear transparent. I didn't see any that had a like a tint to it, but knowing what I know now, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put one out that's got a tint to it, because this is a really nice brow glue. 0.23 fluid ounces of product. This guy is made in Korea. So that is the packaging right there. So I've got this in my brows today. It's very humid, it's very hot. They have been staying hiked very well. So I've just got this brow glue and then the NYX Lift and Snatch pen in Ash Brown. Those are what I have in my brows. You guys know I have been talking about the Inglot Plain Soap Brow in brown for quite a while. I have been through one of these, and as you can see, I've used up quite a bit of the second one that I purchased. You guys have heard me rave about it since I kind of got it. But with the heat and the humidity, what I've found is it's having a hard time setting, because it's probably just too hot. So it kind of wants to like melt a little bit. It doesn't like melt all over my face, but it has a harder time with this heat and humidity holding my brows up. And then because of that as well, it doesn't kind of set down with that super dry because of, again, the heat and the humidity. It's really hard to use the Lift and Snatch brow pen because the pen just doesn't want to stick. It actually wants to pick up some of this NYX or this Inglot product and kind of coat the brush, so the product doesn't want to come out very well. So I've been kind of struggling with that. So that's kind of what led me to try out this guy right here, and I love it. I really, really like it. So let's show you what the wand looks like. It's just a clear gel, and you can squeeze the tube as well because it's a squeezy tube and get some more product out of there. So I kind of will get the product off on my hand and then scoop it up so I have a decent amount, because I found when I just pulled it out, a lot of the product was on the end and I was having to kind of struggle to get more product. I wanted more product to hike my brows up and really get them to stick. And so that's kind of how I used it, and then I smashed them down with the e.l.f. brow spatula, and they're not like super crunchy. but you can definitely kind of feel some hold to it. And I've been wearing it for about 5 hours now. I haven't made my way outside just yet. I'm kind of dragging tail today. But I haven't gone outside yet to really see how it's gonna wear, because sometimes like brow soaps and stuff like that, I can get my brows to look really, really nice, and then after like hours go by, it'll kind of start to peel and they'll look a little flaky. So as of right now, they don't look like that. I just really like the way this makes my brows look, so I'm going to be interested at the end of the day, after the heat, humidity, and the sweat, if they look like Pixi or Particly or anything like that. But so far, so good. And it'd be cool if they came out with some tinted versions of this. So, so far I'm really happy with it. Again, this is the Maybelline Super Lock Brow Glue. Right there. It's just a clear gel. I was also able to swatch the MAC Glow Play Tender Talk lip balms that recently they kind of launched, I believe, and I was able to swatch them inside of the Ulta store, and I was able to swatch them inside of Ulta, and I got another one in the shade 461 Oops, and again, this is the Tender Talk lip balm, 0.11 ounces or 3.14 grams of product, and these are also made in Korea. So that's the box packaging. And this is what I have on my lips today, with a little bit of Sweet and Sour lip stick from MAC as well, which is a discontinued shade that they need to bring back just to give a little bit more color to the balm. These have got a pH to them, like the pH pink. But what's interesting about the Tender Talk balms, because you guys know how annoying it is to get pH pink and everything, because that pH color or tint or whatever, it must just only be available in a pink color. These do, so if I were to wipe my lips off, they would be tinted that pH pink, right? But there's a little bit of color in here, and I don't mind the pH pink. It's just when I expect a different color and get the same one every time that it gets a little kind of some kind of way, you know. But this here, it's got this hint to it, right? So when you put it on, you get this like little bit of tangerine to it, and then when it comes off, your lips are you know, tinted with that pink color. But I like the formulation of these a lot. It's really hydrating, really glossy. It's just a really nice lip balm, and I would swatch it next to the pink one that I bought as well if I could find it. I think it's in a purse or a bag or something. But that's also just a really nice, oh, it's a purple. It's not pink, it's that lavender one. And it gives a slight bit of the cold girl purple look to your lips, and I also like that look. Same thing though, you wipe it off, you're gonna have a slight staining of pH pink on your lips. So anyway, here is the kind of tangerine tint right there in the Oops Glow Play Tender Talk lip balm. But I really like these. I love MAC lip products. Like, I think I mentioned this in a maybe last week's video or something. They make some of the best lip products, and some of their older shades and shades from their limited edition collections and stuff like that, they need to come back out with them. Like Sweet and Sour, which I've been wearing a lot lately, and it's so hot my bullet was soft and I, you know, smashed it down. But what a good color. Should I put a little bit of this on so you guys can kind of see the, just puts a little bit more opacity to it with the glossiness of the Tender Talk lip balm. But I really like them. So that is the Tender Talk lip balm right there in Oops. It's not been on that long to super stain, but you can see a little bit of that pink in there. I also got one of the new Lancome Idole lip shapers. This is the Creamy Matte Lip Liner, Longwear and Waterproof in 53. The tea is hot. 1.2 grams or 0.04 ounces of product in here, and it says up to 8-hour wear, and this one is made in Germany. So again, this is 53. The tea is hot. Lasts pretty well. Again, I've had this on for about 5 hours ago when I did my makeup, and this is some really glossy lip balm, and you can still see the liner around the edges. So the long wear is good. It's a sharpened style pencil. This is just like a warm nude. It's a really good color, creamy formula, great longevity. There was a really pale nude that I was able to swatch it, and they didn't have it in stock in the store, but I kind of almost thought that wouldn't be definitive enough. It was quite light, but I was intrigued. I don't know. I may still get it, I may not, but I do really like the one that I did get in the 53. The tea is hot. It's just a really good color. So that's what I've got on my lips today as well, with those other 2 MAC lip products that I had mentioned. So that's the Ardell Lip Shaper from Lancome in 53. The tea is hot right there. I also bought another product from the brand Live Tinted or Tinted Live. I think it's Live Tinted or Live Tinted. I'm not sure. It's this brand right here. And I had purchased their concealer a while back, and I love the concealer, and so I was in the store in front of the gondola and I wanted to get another shade, but I wasn't sure what shade I already bought. And I remember wishing I had a lighter shade, but I wasn't sure if I already bought the lightest shade. And now that I know I have shade 20, there is a lighter shade. So I'm kind of kicking myself because I would have bought it yesterday. This is a really nice, medium buildable, hydrating, slightly, I'd say it's got a little tiny bit maybe more coverage, or in the same realm as the Tarte one, but really nice product from Tinted is this concealer. Anyway, that's not what I bought. I bought this Hue Beam Blushing Bronzer. 15 grams, 0.5 ounces of product, and this guy's made in Taiwan. So this is the bronzer that I have got on my face today, and when I swatched it, I was like, this is that burnt, sunburnt bronze that I love. So that's why I picked it up, and it's got a slight bit of a sheen to it, which I also don't mind. It's not just, you know, a flat matte, and it's very rosy bronze. So they call it a blushing bronzer duo. So I mean, you could just use this for blush and bronzer. I just used all the shades kind of together, but I'll swatch it like this, and then I'll do one like this so you can see kind of all the shades together. And again, you can see just a slight bit of sheen to it, but it's not like overly shiny or anything like that. Nice pigmentation, blends out nice. I think that it looks really great on the skin. I love the burnt tone that I get from this, so I'm super happy that I picked this guy up. It's a really, really pretty bronzer. So that's Hue Beam Blushing Bronzer Duo. It's a clean, vegan, cruelty-free, fragrance-free product is what it says on the back of the packaging there. And again, this is what I've got on my face today for bronzer. I've got the Sephora blush on today in Fascinated, which is one of my favorite blushes. So that's, just watch it so you can just see it. This is such a beautiful blush. Just so punchy. Anyway, that's the combo I've got on today. Great product. I really, really like both of the products that I have bought so far from this brand right here. So I'm gonna keep my eye on them, you know. And then I seen this new sponge from Real Techniques, and I was intrigued. It says new Real Techniques absorbs 90% less makeup. Makeup saver sponge. Makeup should land on your skin, not in your sponge. In a 30-day lab test, less than 10% of water-based makeup was absorbed, is what it says. Innovative fingerprint technology. Okay, this is really funny. This is not how I used the sponge, and when I was using it, I was thinking, gosh, I need to read the packaging. So you got these two sides, and I thought that this mimicked fingerprints because that's where you were supposed to put your fingers when you use it, but kind of according to the packaging, it says mimics finger application for a natural skin-like finish, streak free. So the 90% less makeup absorbed is coming from this side of the sponge, which I did not use. I used this side of the sponge, and it did absorb a decent amount of product, especially in comparison to the Wet n Wild sponge. Guys, I hauled quite a few of these, I don't know, 2-3 videos ago, and this is my favorite sponge. And what I didn't realize when I cracked out one of the new ones that I just ordered was they switched up the sponge. So it's a little bit more like porous around the edges, and you have to pounce a little bit more for a real like smooth finish. Not a major difference or anything like that, but the biggest thing that I noticed is this guy here is lasting a lot longer in terms of like tears, and also they're easier to clean. And it doesn't absorb as much makeup even as the older Wet n Wild sponge that I also loved. So this new iteration of the Wet n Wild sponge that I bought more recently is really, really good. Really, really like that. So in comparison, this side of the sponge definitely absorbs way more makeup than the Wet n Wild one. So I actually had to put more foundation on and repounce like on my cheeks and stuff because the redness was showing through. I didn't use this side. But anyway, you get the sponge wet, right? And because this is like this little bit of a plasticky type of feel, and then when this expands, well then you kind of get this little hook forming on the end, which is fine because it actually pounces out concealer when I use this side pretty well, but it did absorb a bit of the concealer. So now that I read the directions, I'm gonna have to flip it over and try this side. But what I don't like about this side and how these are is there's some pretty blunt edges. So, you know, as you're pouncing, those edges are gonna kind of leave, it's gonna be harder to blend out like seamlessly with the pounce. If that makes sense. I'm gonna toy around with it some more now that I know, but I'm not crazy about those, you know, those harsh edges if you were to pounce on those flat sides, you know. So, but I will try it. I just think that's funny that I didn't even use it right. So that is the Real Techniques, what are they calling it? Makeup Saver Sponge. Definitely would save makeup on this side because it's not really a porous material, but not on that side. And that's actually everything that I got in that I purchased this week. I did get in 2 great PR packages. This first one I was very excited about because what's better than a box full of false eyelashes? I am an obvious false eyelash junkie. I just love them. So Ardell reached out to me and I got my first PR package from Ardell. Very exciting. So they sent over this box full of a new range of eyelashes, which are the Active Lash. So let's kind of get into it. And I've worn quite a few of these lashes already, but I haven't worn all of them. But Ardell obviously makes really lovely eyelashes. A lot of these are like great for that daily wear type of eyelash, much like the high bun ones from Kiss that I wear. I've been wearing these lashes a lot throughout the week. So I do cut them. So this first one here is the Active Lash in Physical. And what's kind of fun about some that aren't like super long is when I trim the end off, I can still use that end of the lash as a flare, like just the outer corner to really like cat out, which I like that I can use the whole strip of lash at some point, you know. So that's what I did with these ones. Again, these are Physical, so this is the component, it's like 2/3, and then I also use this one on the outer corner for this flare, and I really like the look of both ways that I had used that, you know, strip of lash. So that is the Physical style. Again, this is the Active Lash. And then there is a 4-pack of the Pumpin' eyelashes. Same thing here. These ones have got a little cattail as well that I'll use on the outer corner, and then I wore the 2/3. Same type of deal. These are a little bit more dramatic in comparison to the other ones, but this style right here is called Pumpin'. And then we've got the style Gains, which is another like lighter kind of a lash. And I cut, again, the 2/3 and wore these. And then I pulled them off when I was sitting on the couch and I set them off to the side, which is a really bad habit that I've had recently of pulling false eyelashes off and picking up my mascara. And I need to stop it. But anyway, I forgot that I set them on the edge of the couch there. And then I found one of the eyelashes and I couldn't find the other one. And I was like, oh. Because I try to get as much life out of a set of lashes as I can until they like fall apart, because like why not, right? I do like wash them with the Shea Moisture Black African soap, and that works really well. But this is what those look like. So you can see the remainder of what lash that I cut, but they're just a kind of a finer eyelash right there. So those ones right there are Gains. I had to turn the fan off in here and I'm just sweating. Because again, it's really hot out today. So this next 4-pack is Speedy. I haven't worn these ones just yet, but these are going to be another one of those easy, slight bit of extra drama, but you kind of can't tell that you have like big eyelashes on because they're a little bit more of a dramatic daily wear because they're shorter, but they're quite, you know, dark. So I'll probably trim off about like that, and then I'll save that outer corner again to use that like little flare. But this one is Speedy right there. There's little individual packages of Speedy and Gains as well, and then these other two, which I haven't worn these yet, and these both look like fun ones. Chin Up. I should have worn Chin Up maybe yesterday, but I wore that other Ardell lash yesterday. These look like really good ones. So again, I would just, you know, cut off that much and that would be my lash. So those ones are Chin Up. And then we've got Soak It Up, which are a little bit shorter, but still kind of, you know, fluttery. And the whole idea behind the active lash, it appears to be long wear lashes for an active lifestyle, which I definitely have. Granted, Duo with those Ardell, they make really good lash glue, so I don't really typically have a ton of problems with lashes staying on, but I don't wear a full strip. Like, that would probably drive me bananas. I always just like do that 2/3 lash or like a half lash or something like that. I don't really ever put a full lash on. Sometimes I'll go a little bit longer than the 2/3, and it kind of drives me nuts. It's that, you know, that spot right there. So probably because I don't do that is why I don't really have a lot of problems with lashes popping up or anything like that. But these are supposed to be like super flexible band, and I haven't had any issues with any of them that I've worn so far. There's a single of Pumpin' as well. I'll kind of save those ones for like when I go traveling, you know, just to throw a one set in the makeup bag. And then you've got the High Endurance Clusters, which these are going to be fun for the little outer component. So like that's why I save the outer component of the lashes when I cut them, because you can kind of use them like that, right? So those ones are Dash, and you've got 5 different lengths in there. And then there are these guys, which are the Active Press-On Pre-Glued Underlash Extensions. Place and press. Ooh, I didn't notice that's what these were at first. I've never tried the under the lash glue situation before, so this is going to be interesting. I've seen some people really like them, but there are 3 lengths in there and then also an applicator. So you can kind of see right there, you grab one and you lay it underneath the lash, and the glue is there that's supposed to stick under your lash. You kind of can't see a strip. Granted, with my winged liner, that's not an issue. But I'm kind of excited to try those guys as well. And then this is really fun. You guys know, obviously, I like to hike my brows way up there. And I've always been intrigued by brow lamination. I always just think, how is that gonna, is it really gonna make my stubborn eyebrows like perm them straight up, right? I don't know, because I've never tried. But that's always kind of how I thought. But they sent this brow lamination lift, shape, and define brows. And I haven't tried it yet. So if you have, I would love to know your opinion on it. But this is easy at home, up to 3 applications, salon results at home, lasts up to 5 weeks is what it says. So that would, if I laminated them, that would probably make the brow gel that I use work even better, right? The brow gel or even that Inglot, because they'd already be kind of standing up, right? Is that the idea? Very intrigued. I'm going to give it a try eventually. Sometimes things like this kind of intimidate me, but I am definitely intrigued by that. And then the single pair lashes came in this nice little see-through makeup bag. And then there is a Duo Active adhesive for strip lashes in black, which the Duo Tinted glue is some of my favorite. I've got different variations, and I love the brush with the tinted glue. And then there's also a silicone lash applicator, and then the Active Lash Adhesive in clear as well. And just a massive thank you to Ardell for sending over that box of eyelashes. Just living for it. And then lastly, I got a PR package from Pixi. They came out with a new cleansing oil, which I'm very excited about because I love cleansing oils. I do the double cleanse, whether it's a cleansing balm or a cleansing oil. I like to use that to break down my makeup and then go in with like a gentle gel cleanser or something like that. Really nice one. So this is the EOD cleansing oil. This is the box packaging. There's a little sun hat in here. It says keep glowing after sun. I wonder what my horses would think of me if I roll up to the barn with this little hat on. Works though. If I was going to the lake, I would totally wear this because it does the job and it like covers like my ears really well. There's also the After Sun Aloe Vera Cucumber Chamomile 3 times masks in here, 0.8 ounces, 23 grams in all 3 of them, I believe, right? Or no, each? No. 3 times 0.8 ounces. So each mask has got 0.8 ounces of product. 0.8 ounces of product in it. And these guys here are made in Korea. So a good one in case you have a sunburn, or even if you don't have a sunburn, if you just want to treat your skin, which I wear a ton of sunscreen. So still, like when I was on the water that day, even when you wear a lot of sunscreen, sometimes you feel a little parched from that much heat, you know. So this guy's in there as well. And then here is the EOD cleansing oil. It says soybean oil, which is hydrating, and argan oil, which is nourishing. 5.07 fluid ounces or 150 milliliters. And this one here is made in Spain. So this is what she looks like. So you can see it's quite watery, which when I first put it in my hand, it reminded me of the Fluorasis cleansing oil, because that's also quite watery. And when I used it on my face, it kind of had a little bit similar properties to it. Not the same products, but kind of the same kind of consistency. But this broke down my makeup really, really well. So far so good on this guy. It says this plant-based cleansing oil effectively removes makeup and sunscreen while it nourishes and soothes skin. Perfect for everyday use and for all skin types. Formulated without fragrance. Use daily, massage onto face and rinse off or remove with a moist face cloth. I just put it on dry skin, massage it in to break down makeup, rinse it off, and then use, you know, like my cleanser. So this worked really well for me. Super happy to have that guy. Huge thank you to Pixie for sending me over this package and this hat. And that is everything that I have for the haul today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I will see you guys later. Bye.